I didn't think anything was wrong at first. It was just another Roblox game. An empty server. A simple map. Nothing special. I've played hundreds of games like that before. Most of them are unfinished, broken, abandoned by their creators. So when I saw this one, I didn't expect anything different. But then the game greeted me by name. And that was the moment I realized this wasn't normal. I found the game late at night, scrolling through random Roblox worlds. I wasn't looking for anything specific, just something to kill time. The game had no thumbnail, no description, almost no visits, just a title, Welcome Back. I remember thinking it was strange. I knew for a fact I had never played it before, but I assumed the title was just a mistake or some kind of placeholder. So I joined. When the game loaded in, I was completely alone. The player list showed only my username. No NPCs, no music, no ambient sounds, just silence. The map itself was incredibly simple. Gray walls, flat floors, long, empty hallways. It didn't look scary. It didn't look dangerous. If anything, it looked boring. I walked forward, expecting some kind of objective to appear. A tutorial, a goal, anything. Nothing happened. I explored the map for a few minutes. Every hallway looked almost the same. Every room felt empty. After a while, I stopped moving. I remember thinking that the game felt unfinished, like the developer had given up halfway through. I was about to leave. That's when the first message appeared in the chat. You came earlier than usual. I stared at the screen. My first reaction wasn't fear. It was confusion. Earlier than usual? Usual compared to what? I checked the chat history. That was the only message. I checked the player list again. Still just me. I laughed quietly and shook my head. It had to be scripted. Some automated message meant to sound creepy. Roblox games do that all the time. Then another message appeared. You always stand there first. That's when the laughter stopped. Because I hadn't moved. I was still standing in the exact same spot. The same corner of the same room. I felt a strange tension in my chest. That uncomfortable feeling you get when something knows more than it should. I hadn't typed anything. I hadn't interacted with anything. I hadn't even moved. So how did the game know? I told myself it was just a coincidence. A generic line. A lucky guess. Roblox is full of glitches. I'd seen worse. So I kept playing. As I walked down one of the hallways, I noticed the lights above me flicker. At first, I didn't think much of it. Then I stopped walking. The lights stopped flickering. I took another step forward. The lights flickered again. I stopped. They stopped. I tested it a few more times. Walking, stopping, turning around. Every time I changed direction, the lights reacted. Not randomly, precisely, like they were following my movement. I felt a chill run down my spine. I tried to ignore it and kept moving. But the longer I stayed in the game, the more wrong everything felt. The map started to feel familiar. Not visually, but mentally. I would turn a corner and somehow know what was coming next. A long hallway, a small empty room, another turn. It felt less like exploration and more like remembering. Then the chat updated again. You prefer this path. My heart started racing. I hadn't chosen a path. I was just walking. I stopped and stared at the screen, my hands hovering over the keyboard. For a moment, I considered leaving again. Instead, I did something random. I jumped, spun my camera in circles, ran backward down the hallway. Nothing happened at first. Then, slowly, the walls began to shift. Not instantly, not dramatically. They moved just enough to block the direction I was running. guiding me forward instead. My breathing became shallow. My palms were sweating. That's when the thought finally hit me. The game wasn't reacting to my character. It was reacting to me. I decided I was done. I pressed the exit button. Nothing happened. I pressed it again. Harder this time. Still nothing. Then a new message appeared in the chat. You always try to leave at this point. My hands started shaking. I hadn't told anyone about this game. I hadn't streamed it. I hadn't recorded it. So how could it know what I always did? Another message appeared. Don't worry. You came back last time too. My stomach dropped. I tried to remember. I searched my memory for any moment where I might have played this game before. There was nothing. But the game remembered me. That's when I noticed something at the bottom of the screen. A small timer, counting upward. At first, I assumed it was the session time. But when I paused the game, the timer kept going. I minimized Roblox. The timer kept going. I realized what it was measuring. It wasn't counting how long I was playing. It was counting how long I stayed away. I force-closed Roblox. The sudden silence in my room felt overwhelming, like my ears were ringing. For a moment, I just sat there, staring at my monitor, trying to calm down. I told myself it was over, that it was just a creepy game, a well-made illusion. The next day, I opened Roblox again. I didn't search for the game. I didn't scroll. It was already there. At the top of my recently played list, same title, Welcome Back. It showed one active player. I hovered my mouse over it. A message appeared beneath the title. You were gone for 14 hours. That's a new record. I closed Roblox immediately. I haven't opened it since. But sometimes, late at night, my phone lights up with a notification. It says a game is active, a game I never joined again. Still waiting.